Hello everybody and welcome back to another quick Path of Exile 1 video. This time around I want to do a quick litmus test on how profitable essences are in patch 3.26. So let's go over the strategy super quick. Here we have 20 strand maps. These are tier 6 strands. It is important for them to be tier 6 or above so that the essences that spawn are at least shrieking or above. The other reason we have picked strand is because it's a linear layout where it is hard to miss the essences, and it has multiple bosses, which synergizes really well with the essence Atlas node here, Crystal Resonance. If you put this on a map that only has one boss, the boss is going to have 20 essences, and it's going to be harder than a uber boss to kill. So that is why we have picked Strand. You'll see here that we are also using Scarabs. These Scarabs, Essence Scarabs, will add 2 additional imprisoned monsters to the strategy. We can use up to 4 of them. They cost about 3.5 chaos each, and then we also bought some Essence Scarab of Ascent. This is going to make our Shrieking Essences into Deafening Essences, and it's also going to upgrade the rest, but the Deafening Essences is what we care most about. These were 11 chaos each at the time of making this video, so I'm going to do a cost analysis later on in the video, breaking down how much it cost us to run these maps, and then how much money we made in the process. Alright, here is the stash. We are going to be putting all of our essences into this Essence tab. You can see here it has the Essence Affinity. Alright, all of the essences I had prior, I have stored in this little quad tab over here. You can look at it, you can screenshot it. I'm not going to try and pull any tricks on you, okay? We just want to run 20 maps with the Scarab investment, see what we get, and if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Before we get into the map, let's look at the Atlas. So here you're going to see a bunch of nodes here. They don't really matter. What we really want to focus on is the Essence nodes. So pick every single thing in the Essence cluster. You'll see that there are 4 clusters in total, one at the bottom left, one in the center left, and one in the very center. We're going to want all of them. It should take about 50 points to get these nodes. Everything else here doesn't particularly matter. It's part of a harvest strategy I was running on another setup. I'm not going to unspec these points just to do the strat. That's a waste of orbs of unmakings. I also recommend if you're doing this on a tier 6 map that you take the Dance of Destruction node. This is going to make the essence monsters have less life. They're going to do more damage, but they don't hit all that hard to begin with in a tier 6 map, so I recommend taking this to make your runs faster. With that said, let's look at the map device. Let's look at the time played. It is 2 days, 15 hours, 50 minutes, and 30 seconds. I'm going to write that down super quick. Alright, I've written it down, so let's put this map in and let's see how long it takes us to run 20 of these maps. And remember, we also want to use the map device for Essence. This is going to cost you 4 chaos per map. So I'm going to put all these in and let's see how this goes. I'll see you guys soon. right, and we are back, guys. So, that was the 20th map. Let's go back to town super quick, and then we can see what we have in the stash. So, I'll put all of these in, and then we will upgrade our essences. So, just give me a second. Alright, and there is the results. Slash played, how long did that take us? We are now at 2 days, 16 hours, and 36 minutes. So I want to say it took roughly 46 minutes to do that farm. All 20 maps are gone. As you can see, all of our scarabs are gone. And then if we look at our essence tab, we have, I want to say, hundreds of essences here. I'm going to make a spreadsheet and tally up how much essences we have of each, how much they're worth, and how much we made. So that's going to take maybe 15 to 20 minutes to set that up for you guys. Oh, and just to make sure I wasn't, pulling any fast ones on you guys, here is the previous essences I had before doing the strat. And then here is the essence tab that we just farmed from those 20 maps, okay? So I'll see you guys back very soon. Alright guys, we are back. I put everything into a spreadsheet, so you can see here on the left side we have every type of the essence. The tier is going to be deafening, and then we also have a remnant of corruptions slotted in there as well. In total, we farmed 545 essences in the deafening tier, or that's including the remnants, and the value of these essences were all over the place. I think we had Contempt at 8 chaos per, and then we had Fear at 2.5 chaos per, and then we had Zeal at 3 chaos per, and Envy at 6 chaos per. All of the others are around 1.5 to 2 chaos each, so I would say they're pretty garbage. I'd probably re-roll them into something better using the Blue Life Force with Harvest, or maybe since there's so many of them that are at 2 chaos each, it might just be a lost cause. I'm not entirely sure. So here on the column E, we have the total value for each of the essences that we farmed. If we sum all of that up, we get 1,310 chaos as our total revenue. Now we have to look at the cost of running these maps. So this is the investment required for 20 maps. We have our juice and our scarab. You're using 4 essence scarabs. They're 3.5 chaos each at the time of making this video. We're using 1 ascent scarab. They were 11 chaos each at the time of making this. And then we're using the map device essence craft. That is 4 chaos each. So each map costs us 29 chaos at these prices, and then our total cost is 580 chaos. And then if you go to the bottom over here, you'll see that the revenue minus the cost gives us the profit. So we profited 730 chaos almost, which I think is about 5 divines. Let me check real quick. Okay, so it's a little bit under 5 divines. I think 4.7 divines is the number I got from the calculator. Alright, we're back in game now. Remember that this took us almost 50 minutes to run, so I guess if you wanted to extrapolate 4.7 divines in 50 minutes, you could say that on my character, for my build, I can do about 5 divines per hour farming essences on T6 maps. Is that really the best use of your time? I don't think so. I think there's going to be other profitable things to do. So what do I think about essences in the current state of the game? Kind of meh. Do it if you like essences, find something else if you don't. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon with a new video. Bye!